Hi, I'm Christopher, a research software engineer with Research Software Workshops, and it's a very warm welcome to Git for Collaboration Part 1. Now the link to the material is here at the bottom, and if you click on that, you'll reach this page. So this workshop builds on our previous workshop, introducing version control with Git. Now in that workshop you learned how Git could be used to version control your files, and that meant you could save old versions of all tracked files in the directory and subdirectories, and that enabled you to revert back to how the files were in the past. And of course Git was then doing the version control on your computer, but you also then learned how to use backup services such as GitHub to ensure that you never lost any data, and you can make changes to your files safe in the knowledge that old versions were always available. Now, in addition to being a great tool for versioning files, Git is a powerful collaboration platform for sharing and working on documents as part of a team. Git, and of course the backup tools such as GitHub, solve the common problems that are encountered when collaborating on documents. For example, have you ever experienced writing, say, a paper or report, and then emailing that report to your supervisor or colleague for comments? You may have started with a file called report.doc, and your colleague would return report with corrections.doc. And in the meantime, you may have made more changes to the report, calling it report2.doc, and then emailed that to a collaborator for them to add their sections. And then you incorporate all of those suggestions together into report with corrections.doc, into report2.doc, creating report3.doc, and then your supervisor or colleague then sends back more corrections into report with correctionsmore.doc, and your collaborator sends report for my additions.doc, and you're just in a complete mess. I mean, does this sound in any way familiar? Now, Git and GitHub solve this problem by providing a collaboration space in which you can all share the same repository of versions. The central repository on GitHub provides a single source of truth of the current version of the documents and files within the directory. You and your collaborators all work on local copies of that repository, committing your changes and then pushing them up to GitHub as you make them. Sometimes you'll make a change that will conflict with others made by your collaborators, and then Git and GitHub then provide tools that will help you manage and resolve those conflicts. In short, Git and GitHub provide tools and workflows that work productively and collaboratively as part of a large team. As such, learning these collaboration tools and workflows is extremely useful for anyone who will work as part of a team, regardless of the types of files or documents being collaborated on, and regardless of the type of work that the team undertakes. Now, as I said, this workshop builds on our Introducing Git workshop, and it's going to teach you how to use the collaboration tools built into Git and GitHub to enable you to work collaboratively with others. At the end of this workshop, you will know how to fork existing repositories from GitHub and then learn how to begin collaborating with others in that repository. You'll be able to clone remote repositories so that you have a local copy that you can then commit to on your computer. You'll learn how to push changes that you make to files and then pull changes that are made by others so that everyone on the team has a consistent single source of truth against which they can work. You'll also learn how to resolve conflicts that arise when two people want to change a file in incompatible ways. You'll also learn how to manage the collaboration using communication and annotation tools, and of course techniques such as branching and branch management to use best practice to help teams work efficiently together in a single repository. You'll also learn how to integrate testing with version control so you can adopt continuous integration and continuous release deployment processes. Now please feel free to work through this workshop at your own pace. Git is best learned by using it, so I recommend that you copy out and play with the examples, press pause whenever you need to press pause, and have a go at the exercises. Now throughout this workshop we'll extend the cheat sheet of Git commands that we sort of created in the first workshop, and of course that full cheat sheet is summarised here on this summary page. Now there are several sections, I suggest you go through them in order, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.